Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is your friend Faisal back with another video on how to tackle your IELTS writing part 2. In my previous video, I have explained you all about IELTS examination and the parts that it contains. Now it's about the writing task. Writing consists of two parts, part 1 and part 2. Now in this video, we'll focus on part 1 and see how we can tackle the questions. Secondly, time management in our writing test is very important. So we'll also focus on how we can give times to both the parts. Basically, you have to give 20 minutes to part 1 and 40 minutes to part 2 because IELTS writing task consists of 1 hour. You can easily complete your writing task part 1 in 20 minutes because it's much simpler and easier. So yeah, let's go. So part 1 of IELTS writing test consists of various graphical questions and you have to write all those into a set of paragraphs. Now, the types of questions that it contains is bar chart, line graph, pie charts, block diagrams and tables. You must explain each graph in detail that has been given into your question and you use 150 to 180 words in order to get a good 7+ band in your writing essay part 1. Now, let us take an example and start writing our essay. The first part is the introduction. In this paragraph, you will introduce your graph to the readers in 1 or 2 sentences. That's it. Second is the overview, which is the most important, and you should always write an overview paragraph in your writing task part 1. In this, you should always show the general trends and features of your graphs. Never mention the minute details. The third and the fourth paragraph will be your feature paragraph in which you will explain the graph in details using numbers and statistics. Please note that your personal opinion is not required in writing task part 1 and hence no conclusion should be there. So in last, you should not include any conclusions. Let us see an example. So in this example, you can see the divorce rates in Finland and Sweden has been given and it's a bar chart. The question written is, the bar chart shows the divorce rates in 2 European countries from 2011 to 2015. So we'll start writing our essay and the first part will be our introduction. This is how we can write our introduction, where we have paraphrased the sentence that has been given in the question and we have written without changing the meaning. The bar graph illustrates information about the percentages of divorces in Sweden and Finland during the period 2011 and 2015. Now, in this, we haven't changed the meaning of the graph and we have used similar meanings of some words. For example, instead of shows, we have written illustrates, and instead of 2 countries from 2011 to 2015, we have used during the period. So this is how you can write your introduction paragraph as paraphrasing it using similar words without changing the meaning. Let's start writing a second paragraph, which is an overview, which is very important and should definitely include this in your essay. Now, as the question says, we have to write the key features of a bar chart and we have to include those in our overview paragraph. Now, we should see that the Finland's rate has increased and it has some fluctuations. Sweden rates has decreased, also having some fluctuations. Now, at the beginning, Finland's rate is lower than Sweden's rate, and at the end, the Finland rate is higher than the Sweden's rate. So, in the overview paragraph, you should briefly describe major trends on your graph. Ideally, you should describe 2 to 4 key features. Let us see our overview. We have written down the general trends, and now this is how a paragraph will look. Overall, Finland experienced an upward trend, whereas Sweden showed a downward trend throughout the period. Both countries' divorce rates had some variations. Although Sweden initially had a higher rate, it has been outcome by Finland at the end of the period. In this also, you should always start your paragraph with an overall, which indicates that you are writing an overview paragraph. Secondly, we have used words such as an upward trend, downward trend, been outcome by. So these are the words which will increase the weightage of your paragraph. Let us start with the third paragraph, which is the features. Now, in this paragraph, you should include various stats that has been given, including numbers, the country's name, or any kind of information that has been given into your graph. Now, this is how we can start writing a feature. First paragraph, we will try to write about Finland, and we should use the connecting words so that a paragraph is arranged in a logical way and that the examiner will able to understand what we are trying to convey. So here it is. Percentage of divorces in Finland was less than 40% in 2011 and it decreased in 2012 when about 1/3 of marriages in Finland ended with divorce. However, the figure experienced a steady growth during the next 2 years. It rose to approximately 39% in 2013, then increased by around 3% in 2014 and remained steadily for the next year, outracing the rate of Sweden. In this, I would like to mention that you should always use a word such as approximately, about, because you have to write them in a way that it's not fixed, because looking at the graph you can't say exact numbers, so you should always use words such as approximately and about. Now in this you can see that I have used the word however in order to show that the two sentences are connected. Also, you should use words such as 1/3 of marriages instead of the proper number that has been given. This is how you can write your feature 1. Let's proceed to feature 2. Now, in this, we have to write about Sweden because in first paragraph of feature, we have written about Finland. So this is how a paragraph will look. Sweden's divorce rate was about 45% in 2011, then being higher, Finland's rate by approximately 8%. Then it rose to almost 50% in 2012. However, the figure showed a gradual decrease to about 47% in 2013 and continued to decline steadily to the end of the period, reaching around 45% in 2014 and hitting a low point of about 37% in 2015. In this, I have used words such as gradual decrease, decline steadily, a low point of about. So this words will help you make your paragraph look stronger and it will also help you get a good band. Now we have completed writing our essay and this is how it looks. We have used 190 words, which is okay, which also helps you to get a good band. Please remember, you should not exceed more than 200 words. 150 to 180 is ideal, but do not exceed 200 words. So, this is all about our writing essay, task 1. I hope you have liked the video. I hope you have find it useful. So please do like it. Please do share it and subscribe it. And wait for another video which will be on part 2. Thank you so much. Bye.